It's time. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Wizards have struggled.
David, thanks. So the New York starting five. R.J. Barrett is out there with Elfrid Payton. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's Randall in at the power forward position. And for the Wizards, Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Wall. That one a little long. And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intention. The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft, RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
Now here is Hachimura. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Gibson. Here's Harkless. Bonga pulls it in. And you know, Greg, you asked Barrett. He said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his one season at Duke because, you know, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner. You know, flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
It's stolen by Hachimura. The Wizards have gone 0-5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Barrett. Here's Payton. Finished off the break.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
A slow start for Washington in this one. Searching for their first points of the game. Barrett against Beal. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. Barrett finds Randall. Payton against Wall. Harkless the pass to Barrett. Back to Harkless. Trying to get open is Randall. And Mo Harkless the basket on the assist by Barrett.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Wall. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he didn't.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Reggie Bullock comes in for Harkless. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Payton. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point for the Wizards. Mahinmi's checked in for Bryant. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Bradley Beal. Portis is checked in for the Knicks. Kevin Knox comes in for Barrett.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
New York leading by 5. Ntilikina passes to Knox. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Wizards. 1:11 left to play here in the first. Bertans kicks to Payton. Back to Bertans. Passes it to Smith. And here is Payton. 5 on the clock. Robinson pulls it in. There's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That's his first foul. Mo Wagner's checked in for Washington. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Frank Ntilikina. Here's Knox. He's covered by Brown. Ellington the pass to Portis. He kicks it to Bullock. New York needs to get off a shot. Portis can't get it to go.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
It's Brown with the drive. Here's Wagner. And that one, good.
Well, not almost 7 feet. Wagner can really own the boards. Grabs the rebound and finishes the play strong.
Now, here's Bullock. He's guarded closer. Over Payton. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Knicks lead by 3. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first year.
I hate losing, but...
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grip.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Elfrid Payton is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Robinson, and it's Knox in at the 3 spot. And New York making a change here. Harkless is checked in. Wagner kicks to Hachimura. All alone. The shot misses. So New York will take it the other way. On the wing, Ellington. Inside. The pass to Portis. Over to the left wing. Here's Knox. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Portis. Hachimura grabs the miss.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese, and that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
Here's Bonga. He's still scoreless so far in this one. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Wagner. Lays it up and banks it in.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, this is low output for both teams. This is ugly. The defense is having their way so far.
Now here's Harkless. Left side, Portis. Pass to Knox. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strength.
Wizards passing it around. Here's Payton. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
And the awareness of Wall, a guy you can count on to find the open man.
Portis finds Payton. Here's Knox. It's John Wall with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Hachimura, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Ellington, the pass to Harkless. Lays it up off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the inside, and stolen by Portis. And a fast break now for New York. Ellington leading the charge.
And the 6'4", 485-pound Payton certainly has a unique skill set. Also wants to keep improving as a leader.
The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And Washington going with a whole new group here. And a new group in for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Portis. Julius Randle comes in for Maurice Harkless. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Kevin Knox. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Now, here's Mahimi. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Top Bertans. He feeds it to Mahimi. Gibson with the steal. Randle with the ball. Now Beal defending. Here's Barrett. Kicks it to Randle. Lots of room. It's good. Randle's got his second bucket.
Hey, the key is confidence, which is exactly what Randle displayed there, taking and connecting.
Here's Beal, and Gibson sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. No one near Randle as he lets it go. No good on the triple. Wizards trail by 8. 36 seconds left now here in the second. Mahimi kicks to Smith. Beal taking his time here. They get it back. Mahimi. And another shot. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against New York. The Wizards shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. A different look for New York. Robinson comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Ntilikina in for Payton. The Knicks leading by 7. Barrett the pass to Randle. Outside Robinson. Pass to Ntilikina. Puts up a 3. Robinson kept alive. Now the pass to Ntilikina. Lets it go with a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And we finished one half of basketball. It's the Knicks up by 6.
Thank you, Kevin. Alfred, how big is...
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point. That's all for now. Say goodbye to...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Payton. Pass to Barrett. To the middle. Here's Gibson. And he converts the layup. Gibson's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Knicks.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And he makes that one.
Nice to see Bryant play to his strength. He's powerful, and he can get his way inside.
Hachimura against Randle. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And there's the feed to Harkless. Shot clock at 6. Gibson passes to Randle.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Wizards trail by 7.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
Gibson looking it over. Pass to Barrett. They get a hand on it. Beal with the steal. Outside, Wall. Down low. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
And the Wizards making a change here. Wagner's checked in. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Bobby Portis comes in for Julius Randle. Kevin Knox is checked in for Maurice Harkless. And Ellington is subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Stolen by Robinson. Here's the break. Portis kicks to Barrett. New York moving it around. Robinson down low. Working on Bryant. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Bryant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
This is Bryant at his best, getting physical inside and drawing a good foul.
And floor spacing is key for any offense, and that's what makes having a center like Bryant so valuable.
Yeah, GA, his confidence from beyond the arc grows every year. Has a smooth shot release, nice touch, can pop it right over the top of pretty much any defender. He's only going to get better. Oh, man, his passing has evolved over the course of Bill's career. I mean, he's a solid distributor. Now we expect him to make those type of plays all game.
Portis finds Robinson. Moves back up. Over Bertans. Bryant with the rebound.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
New York leading by 3. Ntilikina passes to Bullock. Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Knicks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Mahinmi's checked in for Thomas Bryant. R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Knicks. And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his 2nd season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
Clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Robinson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Robinson's got 4 points this quarter.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Beal. 43 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Robinson down low. Mahinmi on him. Robinson kicks to Bullock. Back to Robinson. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Robinson's got 6 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the paint. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Beal. He's guarded by Bullock. Down low. Shot from 12. Here's Beal. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. And so it's the New York Knicks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they're winning the turn. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Reggie Bullock is out there with Alfred Payton, and it's Gibson in at the center position. To the inside. Randall passes to Gibson. Payton against Hachimura. Payton kicks to Barrett. To the middle. Gibson passes to Randall. Onga pulls it in.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him enough.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Out to Payton. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Feeds it to Gibson. Trying to get open is Randall. No good from Gibson. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Wizards. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Back to Brown. Fires the three. Nice ball movement by Washington. Bertans in the post. Defended by Gibson. That one's in there. The New York lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Bertans.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
It's good.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Inside, it's taken away by Payton. Here's the break. Ahead. Randall finds Gibson. And there's Randall on the assist by Gibson. And it's a 7-point Knicks lead.
Let the big man eat. Give it to Randall there, and he's locked in on the score.
With the teardrop, it's rebounded by New York. They've led by as much as 10. Barrett dishes to Randall. Back to Barrett. Over Bertans. They get it back. Gibson passes to Bullock. Now here's Payton. To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Barrett for 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Wizards trail by 7. Out to the wing. Passes it to Hachimura. Back to Brown. Out to the right wing. Shoots it. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
It's Barrett on the wing, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Ryan is checked in for Washington. Ball comes in for Ish Smith. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Harkless is checked in. Payton kicks to Harkless. Now here's Payton. He's covered closely. The pass to Barrett from 12 feet out. And he overshot that one, missing. Wizards trail by 5. Here's Bonga. Brown feeling out a bit. Here's Hachimura.
For a player his size, Hachimura is a good athlete. He causes a lot of problems with his movement.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. Wizards making a switch here. Beal's checked in. And New York with a change here, too. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for R.J. Barrett.
And now down to a one-possession game. Those foul shots, huge.
And here we go, the Wizards fast break. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Bullock passes to Payton. Harkless on the wing. Pass to Bolt. It's stolen by Hachimura. Here's Beal.
Oh, they feel comfortable going to Beal down the stretch. He's a big-time gamer who welcomes pressure.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Randall finds Payton. It's in!
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
26 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Down low, here's Bryant. Good!
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Randall with the drive.
Oh, man, Randall. His size, that quick first step, the defender's going to get caught out of position.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws, that'll give them the lead here.
Well, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
Outside for Beal, to the inside. Here's Hachimura. Oh, off target. So a close game sees New York take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The subway system in Manhattan, part of the experience here in New York. Thanks for joining. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
A little patience indeed. That's interesting. Thank you, David. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Devontae Graham is out there with Terry Rozier. Then there's Miles Bridges. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Washington in at the 4 spot. And for New York, Julius Randle is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Payton. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Harkless in at the 3. Payton dishes to Gibson. He kicks it to Randle. 6 on the shot clock. Payton outside. Bucket is good. 2 teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
Yeah, and it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
Here's Biyombo. And no good. Great D that time from Gibson. Barrett the pass to Payton. Back to Barrett. Outside Gibson. He feeds it to Harkless, and Harkless slams it in.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there.
Here's Graham, and he lays it straight in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Here's Graham. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Here's Rozier. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Bridges. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Robinson's checked in for Taj Gibson. New York again turning it over. And of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
Passes to Graham. Back to Rozier. Washington with it. 5 to shoot. Here's Biyombo. Over Randle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Don't you love the activity of Bismack Biyombo? Stay alert, stay engaged, and draw the foul.
You know, discussing Biyombo, it's hard not to think back to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals against the Cleveland Cavaliers, is it?
I mean, how about 39 minutes? Only 7 points scored, but how about 26 rebounds to lead his team to victory? He actually had a terrific series all the way around and then parlayed that into a $72 million contract the following year.
Portis, the pass to Robinson. Zeller grabs the board. And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. Outside, Batum. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Graham finds Batum. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Ntilikina. Robinson passes to Ntilikina. to the right wing. Here's Knox. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Just 4 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
1:15 left here in the first quarter. The pass to Bacon. He's looking for Portis and finds him. And now Knox running the floor all by himself. Finishes the break with a slam.
Well, at 6'9", you can see the ability of Kevin Knox to run the floor and finish in transition. That's perfect.
Graham with the bucket.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Portis, the pass to Bullock. Some nice passing by New York here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Indoors, the Knicks have made it clear that they see Mitchell Robinson as one of their key young players moving forward.
So would I, Greg, if I had a quick twitch 7-footer with the shot blocking abilities, the defensive instincts, and this guy is putting in the time to grow his game on the offensive end. Listen, Mitchell Robinson is going to be a problem in this league.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for New York. Basket good. Graham's got 6. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
To the paint, and stolen by Zeller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And then Washington with the dunk.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Here's Knox. He's covered by Washington. Robinson left side. Pass to Bullock. 3-pointer. That one doesn't drop. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Hornets on top, leading by 3. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin.
I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Bacon is out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. Barrett kicks to Ellington. Gibson looking it over. 6 to shoot. Here's Payton. Here's Randall. Oh!
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Pass to Bacon. Back to Rozier. Banked in off the glass. Rozier's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hornets.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Gibson, here we go. Ellington kicks to Payton. To the inside. Here's Randall. A rebound by Washington. Hornets leading by 5. Passes it to Bridges. Sinks that one from the post. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mention. A different look for New York. Bobby Portis has checked in for Gibson. And Maurice Harkless subbed in for Wayne Ellington. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Biombo is checked in for P.J. Washington. Inside. Payton passes to Portis. Back to Payton. It's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Here's Bridges. That one misses. Great D that time from Portis. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That is his first foul of the game for the Knicks. Robinson's checked in for Randall. Reggie Bullock comes in for Barrett. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. Devontae Graham comes in for Dwayne Bacon. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte leading by 5. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Outside, Batum. Down low. And there's Bismack Biyombo on the assist by Batum. And the Hornets lead by 7.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Knicks making a switch here. Knox is checked in. New York shooting their third free throw shot of the game. The free throw off from Harkless. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Bullock kicks to Harkless. Back to Bullock. Ntilikina looking it over to the middle and stolen by Biyombo. To the paint. Here's Graham. It's not going to go for him. The Knicks go the other way with it. One-on-one fast break. Ntilikina passes to Robinson. Here's Ntilikina. No points in the game yet for him. Knocked loose, and it's out of bounds for the Knicks as New York retains possession. And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Shot clock at 5. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Hornets leading by 7. Graham in the corner. Fires from deep. Robinson pulls it in. For New York, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Batum. Some solid defense from Robinson. The Knicks shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. And the pass to Knox. The dish to Harkless. Back to Knox. Down low. Here's Robinson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Robinson's got 6.
Well, you want Mitchell Robinson to finish with strength and authority, and he does there.
Here's Graham. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow! And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hornet.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Well, you have to like what you're seeing, guys, from Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Randall out there with Robinson. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then there's Payton. And it's Barrett at the shooting guard position. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Now, here's Bridges. He's guarded closely. Great positioning on the putback. Biyombo's got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets.
We call that persistence, folks. Bismack Biyombo is a force on the offensive glass.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Cody Zeller comes in for Biyombo, and Bacon subbed in for Bridges. So Rozier will bring it up for the Hornets. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's nice to see Rozier being the aggressor, dictating the action, putting the defender on defense.
So he gets them both. Knicks trail by 7. Outside Gibson. Wants to get it to Randall and does. Pass to Harkins. Clock at 4. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Offensive rebound. Rozier. Here's Graham, and it's blocked. Randall outside. Harkless dishes to Randall. New York moving it around. Right side Gibson. At the elbow, Randall. Over in the corner, Harkless. New York needs to get off a shot. Randall no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Graham with the bucket. Graham's got 9 points.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Harkless kicks to Payton. Inside, here's Gibson. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got 4 rebounds in this game.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Here's Payton. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He has 6.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Rozier looking around. Here's Zeller. Changes up. It's deflected. They get it back. Washington kicks to Rozier. Pass to Washington. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. He gets that one. Rozier's got 6 here in this quarter.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
The stand's only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Randall kicks to Barrett. He dishes it to Payton. To the inside. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Harkless.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Washington with it. Randall on him. Now here's Graham. He's got 9. And yes, it's good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
New York's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Barrett finds Payton. Back to Barrett. Here's Harkless. It's Barrett on the wing. Inside, Gibson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's two things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Barrett kicks to Harkless. Left side Gibson, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
Hornets leading by 9. Outside Batum. 9 feet out. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Batum's got his second basket of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. Right back after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Inside, Cody Zeller and Bismack Biyombo. Devontae Graham is out there with Batum. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And the shot is long.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Bridges passes to Biyombo. And here is Bridges. Down low. Biyombo kicks to Bridges. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That's his first foul. Now Bullock. Robinson left side. Bridges with the steal.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
It's good. Bridges has got the lead up to 13 now for the Hornets.
And solid at just cutting through the defense. Give Bridges a lane, and he'll make you pay.
Now here's Bullock. Defended by Batum. And it's Bullock missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the dunk by Zeller.
It's impressive. The level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Now, here's Bridges. D right on him. Here's Graham. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Bridges misses.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Knox the pass to Portis. Trying to get open is Robinson.
Well, Biyombo's calling card, right? A terrific shot blocker. Boy, put it in his vicinity. He's sending it back.
Knicks trail by 15. Some nice passing by New York here. Robinson, that's good.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
To the left wing. Here's Zeller. Great D that time from Portis. New York, they're working against the clock now. Ellington the pass to Robinson. Shoots over Bridges, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Miles Bridges.
And this, to me, is where Mitchell Robinson is comfortable operating. Because of the length and size, he can put pressure on defenders.
And a new group in for the Knicks. Julius Randle's checked in for Bobby Portis. Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. R.J. Barrett's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Wayne Ellington. Charlotte also making some changes. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Zeller. And it's Rozier in for Nicholas Batum. Back to Payton. Wants to get it to Biyombo and does. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And it's Washington missing.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Randle passes to Barrett. Feeds it to Gibson.
Well, the 7'7" wingspan of Mr. Biyombo can be intimidating. Twice on the pipes.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Charlotte.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down. Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Here's Rozier. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. And the Hornets lead by 16.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Barrett the pass to Gibson. Barrett dishes to Gibson. Shot clock at 3. Kept alive. A second chance effort. Barrett kicks to Payton. And he nails the jumper.
Well, in this day and age, assertiveness as a scorer from a young point guard is critical. Payton on the catch and shoot, no hesitation.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. D.A. Jacob.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3. And for the Hornets, Bridges out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Terry Rozier. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Biyombo at the center position. Here's Bonga. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Bridges against Wall. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Wow, look at the confidence from Bridges. Fearlessly shoots through the foul and gets the and one.
The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
And that one falls for Bridges.
And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in mid-air. There's a smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together, but there's a lot to work with.
Here's Graham. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Bonga. Pass to Bryant. It's Biyombo with the rebound.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Stolen by Washington. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, great ball movement from Bridges there. I mean, the self-awareness, the selfless attitude leading to the wide open shot.
And it's Hachimura in the corner. To the paint. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Wizards making a change here. Berton is checked in. The Hornets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Graham with the ball. And that one drops.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside, Wall. And there's the pass to Bonga. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Zeller is checked in for Charlotte. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Miles Bridges. Mahimi's checked in for Washington. Rozier looking around. To the middle. A nice shot by Zeller.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Wall. Passes it to Mahimi. Outside for Beal. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And we so often talk about the elite scoring, but Beal's playmaking is now reaching that same level.
Yeah, it just shows you how talented and unselfish he is. All he wants to do is win. I mean, that talent requires help from your teammates. So he uses his vision and instincts and ability to keep them involved.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Hornets. And then for Washington, Brown comes in for Hachimura. And it's Ish Smith in for John Wall. Beal with the steal. Now here's Brown. Pass to Mahinmi. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Graham, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Mo Wagner's checked in for Washington. Payton comes in for Bradley Beal.
And making an immediate impact in this league, Graham was a tremendous find in the second round.
Yeah, the 34th pick in 2018. Some scouts felt he had a low ceiling, but someone who never loses confidence because he's had to prove himself at every level. That makes you battle-tested, and it prepares you to affect winning.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Bacon. Batum with the ball. The pass to Bacon. There's the triple. Rebound, Washington. Here's Smith. They get the rebound, and it's Brown on the follow.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And here is Graham. 7 points in the game. Here's the lob to the hoop. And then Washington with the dunk.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Oh!
Textbook. Oh, wow. In your face. Well, almost 7 feet. Wagner can really own the boards. Grabs the rebound and finishes the play strong.
Graham with the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Smith against Graham. Zeller grabs the board.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Batum for 3. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. It's Charlotte. They lead by 12. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Hornets have been rolling right along, haven't they?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
We've got Hernan Gomez. Batum is out there with Terry Rozier. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Bridges in its small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Wagner kicks to Bryant. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Payton. Good on that shot. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Wagner.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's Rozier. Now Bridges. He's got 5. The dish to Biyombo. It's hauled in by Brown. Smith against Hernan Gomez. Smith the pass to Payton. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Smith against Rozier. And finished off by Hernan Gomez. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
The Wizards need to get a shot off here. The shot, no good. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Bridges dishes to Biyombo. It's stolen by Brown. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Nice shot by Smith. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Rozier finds Batum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
He knows how to make the most of his tools. Batum using his length, putting pressure on the D and getting to the line.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Both free throws good from Batum.
And last year, to create cap space for Anthony Davis, the Lakers traded Wagner to the Wizards. And boy, he showed a lot of promise.
Yeah, he became the first player since Yao Ming to score 30 points and pulled out 15 rebounds off the bench. And if you think that was a fluke, why don't you go back and watch the Rising Stars game? He showed he can match up with elite talent. And once Bridges realized the break was on, I mean, he was off to the races. His coaches will appreciate his effort level.
Hachimura, no good.
The defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
And the dunk by Zeller.
Registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine. Finishing at the rim is what Zeller does best.
Beal against Batum. Back to Beal. Over Batum. Here's Hachimura. And Beal kicks to Hachimura. Clock at 6. Batum grabs the miss. Hornets leading by 16. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. For Washington, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. He gets it in there.
A talented interior scorer for Hachimura. It's about getting ideal positioning and going to work.
Rozier with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the left side wing. Here's Bridges. To the paint. Here's Biyombo. Shoots. Misses off the right iron.
Now with the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Bonga the pass to Wall. And Rozier pulls it down. And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
Wizards trail by 16. 34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Mahinmi kicks to Beal. Back to Mahinmi. The layup missed. Charlotte leading by 16. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Now here is Hachimura with 1 on the clock. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Hornets.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. It was a big-time first quarter for Devontae Graham. He had 9 points. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Devontae Graham, what a contribution.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle, and it's Bonga in at the 3 slot. And here is Rozier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Charlotte moving the ball around. Shot by Zeller, no good.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That is his first foul of the game. Yambo, he's checked in for Charlotte. And a switcher also for Washington. Davis Bertans checks in for Hachimura. It's Bryant, high post. Pass to Bonga. Back to Bryant. 5 on the clock. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Now, here's Washington. Bertans defending. Pulls up. High post. Rebound, Washington.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Wall passes to Bryant. That shot, no good. And the Hornets now going the other way. Wall against Bridges. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And Miles is aggressive. He's at his best, taking it to the rack.
Charlotte making a switch here. Bacon's checked in. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. And that one falls for Bridges. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
And it's Graham missing.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Wizards trail by 17. Smith outside. The three from Bertans. It's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's Washington missing.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Round down low. Back to Bertans. Brown outside. Poked loose. Here's Wagner. Got it. Good job in the low post. Wagner's got 6.
I don't know how Wagner keeps that on target through the contact. A show of strength and concentration.
Here's Graham. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Miles Bridges. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Mahimi's checked in. Batum with the steal. Pass to Washington. Shoots over Wagner. Nice spin off the left rim and in. He has 6.
But you can't let Washington get comfortable. I mean, off the feed, PJ is a better shooter.
Smith kicks to Wagner. A minute 50 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Pass to Bertans. That one good for 2.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now. Bertans. Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high quick release, and can hit it from 30 feet. 2 years in a row now, he's been over 42% from range. And the scary part is he's starting to round out the rest of his game.
Hornets leading by 17. The pass to Batum. Graham with the ball. Over Smith. And it's Graham missing.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Cody Zeller's checked in for Charlotte. And then for Washington, Hachimura, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. And Beal subbed in for Ian Mahimi. Beal, the putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
52 seconds left to play in the third. Graham surveying the floor. Zeller passes to Batum. The three. And the Hornets miss again. Wizards trail by 15. Here's Hachimura. Good, and it's Beal picking up the assist. Hachimura's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, the defender mixes it up with Hachimura, but Rui's physicality gets him through.
Here's Zeller. Passes it to Washington. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's Batum. And again, the Hornets missing.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
And so at Charlotte, their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Whip. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Terry Rozier is out there with Devontae Graham. And it's Bacon in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Here's Bryant. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bryant's got his first points in this one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Rozier against Wall. The 11-footer. Rebounded by the Wizards.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
11 feet away. Zeller grabs the board. Graham against Beal. And good that time. And the Hornets lead by 13.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's Wall. Good on the 13-footer.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for the Hornets. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And it's Washington missing. Wizards trail by 11. Here's Wall. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, is a broadcast. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Hornets leading by 7. Now Rozier. And that one is good.
A clever play. Rozier able to navigate through the contact to a strong finish.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Rozier against Wall. 18 feet out, and the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
It's stolen by Wall. Hachimura the pass to Beal, and he makes that one. And now it's only a 5-point Hornets lead.
I love seeing Beal come alive in moments like this. When his team needs him, he steps up to the plate.
And here we go. Washington fast break. Beal's running. He dishes it to Bryant. Pass to Hachimura. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bonga. 4 on the clock. Back to Wall. Over Graham. Wall, no luck.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Wall passes to Bryant. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Bryant's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, it takes a different level of concentration to execute in the big moments. And Bryant knows he has that.
Graham dishes to Zeller. Some solid defense from Bryant. And stolen by Zeller. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, this is the kind of teammate Zeller is, willing to give it up when he has guys open.
Feeds to Bryant. Right side Wall. And the pass to Hachimura. The kick out to Wall. Rozier with the steal. Here's Graham. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. They're just a total team effort.
Hachimura the pass to Wall. And a miss there on the triple. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Bridges. Hachimura grabs the miss.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
Zeller with it. And so it's Charlotte with the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was
A breathtaking view of the New York and now Washington starting group. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3. And for the Knicks, Randall out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's R.J. Barrett. Then there's Elfrid Payton. And it's Harkless in at the 3 spot. Now here's Wall. And Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
And Barrett slams it in.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Bonga. And Gibson sends it back. Bryant's shot is good. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Gibson passes to Randall. In the corner, Barrett with it. New York needs to get off a shot. Clock at 2.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And the big man, Taj Gibson, a tough, defensive-minded veteran.
Such a huge part, the foundation, really, of those teams in Chicago when he was playing alongside Joakim Noah. He's one of those glue guys who's willing to take on any assignment.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. But they get it back. Bryant can't get it to go. Knicks on offense. Barrett dishes to Randall. Barrett kicks to Randall. Gibson passes to Payton. Now the pass to Randall. Bonga pulls it in. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Beal against Barrett, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Taj Gibson picks one up. And, you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
Here's Wall, following the basket by Elfrid Payton. Wall passes to Bryant. The kick out to Wall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Now, here's Portis. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Ntilikina passes to Robinson. The drive by Beal. And yes, it's good.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Wall fires. Misses off the left iron.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Bullock. Here's Knox. He's covered by Brown. Knox, the pass to Robinson. There's Portis. The second effort. And Robinson with the layup.
Mitchell Robinson, one of those guys who you could be blocking out, but it's just not enough with that length.
Wall finds Brown. Back to Wall. Mahimi down low. Robinson on him. Down low. The kick out to Brown. Wizards passing it around. Wall attacking. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Wayne Ellington's checked in for New York. And then for Washington, Mo Wagner's checked in for Mahimi. Payton comes in for Beal. And it's Ish Smith in for John Wall. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Terrific job by Smith to dish that one off to his open teammate right there.
It's stolen by Brown. Up top, Bertans. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Smith. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Wizards lead by 1. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Wizards' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
They've got Payton. Portis is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Wayne Ellington. And it's Bullock in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And finished off by Bertans.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
For the Knicks, Randall's checked in for Portis. And Barrett subbed in for Reggie Bullock. Smith kicks to Payton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Taj Gibson picks one up. The Wizards shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And so it's Randall bringing it up now for New York. Ellington, the pass to Randall. Back to Ellington. He kicks to Gibson. Rebounded by the Wizards.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Payton right side. Back to Wagner. In the corner, Smith with it. Shot clock at 6. Here's Payton. Ellington grabs the miss. The Knicks with the lead. It's Randall with the drive. And Randall throws it down.
Some agility shown there by Julius Randle with that frame, able to find a way to score.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Smith left side. Pass to Hachimura. Over Randall. And so the ball's out of bounds. Hachimura touched it last.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
The Knicks making a switch here. Harkless is checked in. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Washington. Right side, Gibson. Back to Payton. Kicks to Gibson. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from the baseline. Wizards trail by 3. Takes it from 10. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Taj Gibson. Then for the Wizards, Mahimi's checked in for Mo Wagner. And Beal subbed in for Payton. Payton against Smith. Payton right side. Passes to Barrett. Inside. It's stolen by Smith. Bryant with it. Picked up by Barrett. And Bryant kicks to Hachimura. Payton against Beal. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
To the inside, here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Randall with a great effort there, up and athletic and at the rim.
Smith drives in. Robinson with the block. They retain possession. Hachimura finds Smith. Goes back up. Here's Mahimi. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Randall throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
Well, the Knicks fans looking for any ray of hope, and it doesn't have to come at the hands of high-level draft choices. Mitchell Robinson is one of those young players right now for them who's showing a ton of promise.
It's good. Mahimi's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Smith the pass to Hachimura. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And a new group in for the Knicks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Randall. Kevin Knox comes in for Harkless. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Ntilikina in for Payton. And then for Washington, Bertanis, he's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Troy Brown comes in for Rui Hachimura. And John Wall subbed in for Ish Smith. Bullock passes to Knox. Wizards trail by 3. And Wall kicks to Mahimi. Here's Bertanis. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Knox. New York, no good that time either. And here's Wall outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1-point game at the end of one.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the small forward. And it goes down 2 points. Beal's got 7 points.
And I'm sorry, but the D's got to know where Beal is at all times, especially when he's leaking out in transition.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Right side, Bryant. Pass to Bonga. Outside for Beal. Robinson against Wall. Doesn't go for him. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Barrett the pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. Trailing by 5.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat-out effort was not there.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Barrett dishes to Randall. What a jam!
You knew something good was coming, Kevin, right? Oh, that's nuts. Randall getting up there, turning a little bit, putting on a bit of a show here.
Stolen by Robinson. Randall down low. He's covered by Hachimura. And there's Randall on the assist from Barrett. Barrett's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Wall passes to Bryant. Back to Wall. Over to the wing. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Randall grabs the board. New York leading by 5.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward if he has other ways to get at you offensively.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Wayne Ellington's checked in for New York. And then for Washington, Mo Wagner comes in for Rui Hachimura. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Bia. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D. Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. Kevin Knox comes in for Randall. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Payton in for R.J. Barrett. Inside. Here's Portis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Portis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Knicks.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Smith kicks to Bertans. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. 1:44 left in the 3rd. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And the Knicks making a change here. Ntilikina's checked in. Wizards trail by 5. Smith surveying the D. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Knicks have gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. To the middle. Here's Ellington. Great D that time from Payton. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Shoots from the corner. It's rebounded by Portis. The Knicks leading by 5. Here's Knox. Can't knock it down from the right block. Washington shooting it well here in the 3rd, about 50%. The kick out to Brown. Wagner with it. Working on Portis. And it's Wagner missing. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
And he gets it to go. Ntilikina's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Here's Smith. That one, no good. Great D that time from Portis. There's the pass to Bullock. New York moving the ball around to the wing right side. From the arc. Ntilikina off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And there's the foul. It'll go on Frank Ntilikina. That is his first foul of the game. There's 18 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Now, here's Wagner, defended by Portis. Smith outside. He got it up. No good. And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Knicks lead by 7. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. Randall and Portis patrol the middle. Payton is out there with Reggie Bullock, and it's Knox in at the 3 spot. Here's Payton. And here's Bullock. There's the feed to Randall. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Smith kicks to Bertans. Brown right side. Right wing. Pass to Bertans. 4 on the shot clock. Left side, Brown. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points.
What a jam!
Wow, fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And Brown over to help. Knox the pass to Portis. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Portis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Passes it to Bertans. He feeds it to Brown. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
For the Knicks, Taj Gibson's checked in for Portis. Reese Harkless comes in for Kevin Knox. And R.J. Barrett subbed in for Reggie Bullock. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Leading by 5. Randall against Hachimura. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Well, he goes in there, and you're worried about getting bumped if you're a defender by Julius Randle, not the other way around. So physical.
Both free throws good from Randall. Wizards trail by 7. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Back to Brown. All with it. Now guarded by Gibson. Up again. And it's Brown on the follow. Brown's got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's New York with it. Outside for Randall. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here it finds Gibson. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Ball passes to Bryant. A kick out to Brown. Over to the left wing. 4 on the clock. Down low and stolen by Payton. To the paint. New York moving it around. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that plays the one they really want. He's got one more, though. Beal's checked in for the Wizards. And he ends up making the second, and that trims the lead to 6.
You know, the team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Randall surveying the D. Back to Harkless. Pass to Barrett. Gibson with it. Picked up by Bryant. Barrett dishes to Harkless. It's blocked. The The Wizards have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Bryant. That shot misses. Great D that time from Gibson. Randall kicks to Harkless. Back to Randall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Randall really improved in his shooting range from 10 to 16 feet last year, and that just makes him so much more a complete offensive threat in any system he plays in.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. So it's the Wizards now. Outside, Beal. Inside, here's Bryant. That one doesn't go. And New York will come the other way. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Payton outside. Feeds to Randall. The pass to Barrett. Harkless on the wing. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. To the inside. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And you see the composure of Hachimura, not feeling the pressure of the moment at all.
And so it's the Knicks with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotion.
For the land of the free.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K. And now the New York Knicks starters. They've got Barrett. Harkless is out there with Randall. Then there's Elfrid Payton. And it's Gibson in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Hornets, Devontae Graham is out there with Rozier. Then there's Miles Bridges. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Washington in at the 4 spot. Now, here's Rozier. And Biyombo has it in the corner. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, with that frame, if Bismack Biyombo gets that kind of position, your best bet is to foul him.
This is his first free throw of the game. No good on that one. And he ends up missing both free throws. And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for New York. Graham against Payton, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Rozier looking around. It doesn't go for him. Payton with some nice D.
And a star player at Kentucky, Julius Randle, selected 7th back in 2014.
And it's not easy as a young player to overcome an injury early, but Julius has done that, and he has proven capable as a scorer in the NBA, and that to me is where he can make his mark.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Bridges passes to Rozier. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Here's Barrett. Out to Payton. And another turnover here by New York. Here's Charlotte now. Here's Graham. And the dunk by Graham.
Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here's Randall after the basket by Charlotte. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Now, here's Washington. And that one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Gibson in the post, covered by Biyombo. And here is Harkless, just 5 on the clock. No good on his first attempt of the game. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And then Washington with the dunk.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
New York moving it around. Barrett the pass to Randall. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Doesn't go for him. For New York, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Bullock dishes to Randall. Yep, it counts. Randall's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, defense is smart to get close to Randall, but he powers through it anyway.
Here's Rozier. Good on the bucket.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
It's Robinson, top of the key. Down low, and stolen by Zeller. Stolen by Robinson. Randall outside. To the middle. Bullock passes to Randall. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Robinson. To the paint. Here's Randall. Lays it up and banks it in. Randall's got 8.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Shot by Zeller, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Randall down low. Washington's on him. It's good. He's got 10.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Basket counts.
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving. Don't sit back and be passive.
Barrett the pass to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's Batum in for Rozier. Then for the Knicks, Portis, he's checked in for Robinson. Kevin Knox comes in for Reggie Bullock. And Ellington is subbed in for R.J. Barrett. New York leading by 3. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's blocked. Batum scanning the floor. Here's Washington. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Charlotte shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. He hits the 2nd from the line. 11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Stolen by Washington. And Zeller kicks to Batum. Inside.
Well, there are physical tools and basketball skills, and Ntilikina obviously has got excellent defensive abilities.
And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. New York ahead, up by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Knicks, Knox and Randall. They're the forwards. Ntilikina out there with Wayne Ellington. And it's Portis in at the center position. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for the Knicks. Ellington the pass to Ntilikina. To the inside. Portis kicks to Ntilikina. Back to Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Second chance shot. Ntilikina can't hit.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Graham. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Graham's got 8 points.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Out left to the wing. Here's Zeller. Back to Graham. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
For the Knicks, Harkless is checked in for Randall, and it's Payton in for Ntilikina. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Biyombo with the block.
Well, Biyombo's calling card, right? A terrific shot blocker. Boy, put it in his vicinity. He's sending it back.
It's taken away by Payton. Up top, Harkless. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Harkless.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Payton on the double team. Down low. And Charlotte turns it over again. Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Terry Rozier comes in for Devontae Graham. And then for New York, Taj Gibson's checked in for Portis. Robinson comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Reggie Bullock in for Wayne Ellington. Now Bullock. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Payton's shot is off. Now here's Bridges. He's guarded by Bullock. The pass to Rozier. Biyombo kicks to Rozier. Charlotte moving it around. Batum with the three. Offensive rebound. Back to Rozier. Tries again. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Outside Robinson. Gibson dishes to Robinson. Payton against Rozier. Bridges with the steal. .157 left to play in the first half. Off with the layup. And it's Payton. That time on the assist from Gibson. Payton's got his first basket of the night.
Well, the big man, Taj Gibson, pretty assist there.
Hornets trail by 4. Here's Rozier. Great D that time from Gibson. The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Payton in the corner. Robinson passes to Bullock. Looking for Gibson. He gets it there. And he gets the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Knicks lead.
It doesn't take a ton of time for Gibson to get that shot off. I love how aggressive he's pulling the trigger.
For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And Gibson sends it back. And a fast break now for New York. And stolen by Biyombo. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Payton kicks to Bullock. To the middle. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Mr. Mitchell Robinson won't be denied. Go ahead.
Charlotte making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Biyombo. And Washington subbed in for Miles Bridges. Then for the Knicks, Knox, he's checked in for Gibson. R.J. Barrett comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's Bullock. Wide open shot is on the money.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
That one's in there. The New York lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Rozier. Robinson passes to Barrett. Ntilikina looking it over. In the corner, Knox with it. Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the New York Knicks in control. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. First, a fantastic first quarter from Julius Randle. He ended up with 15 points and... Thanks for joining us, folks.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. He's an intimidating force when he's at his best.
Bridges out there with Washington. Then there's Devontae Graham. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Biyombo at the 5. So that's the Hornets 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Charlotte can't hang on to the ball. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s.
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Second shot opportunity. And Gibson kicks to Harkless. To the inside, Barrett. Randall right side, just 4 to shoot. Another shot. No good on that one. And the Hornets now going the other way. Here's Graham. It's rebounded by Barrett.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Randall. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Rozier's got 8 points. Right around a minute and a half played here in the 3rd quarter. Payton against Graham. Payton gets the bucket.
Boy, at 6'4", Elfrid Payton has great size at his position and uses it to his advantage to score inside.
Here's Graham. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one. And stolen by Biyombo. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Randall with some nice D.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
Some changes for Charlotte. Cody Zeller comes in for Biyombo. And Bacon subbed in for Rozier. The Knicks also changing it up. Bobby Portis comes in for Taj Gibson. And Ellington is subbed in for Maurice Harkless.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Here's Barrett. No good that time. And the Hornets now going the other way. Here's Bridges. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Washington's got it back down to within single digits for Charlotte.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
And Randall throws it down.
Well, Julius Randle, once he starts percolating, is a dangerous offensive player.
And then Washington with the dunk.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
To the paint. Here's Randall. Crafty move. And he lays it up and in. Randall's got 8 here in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And here we go. Fast break. Ellington's got the ball. Floats it up for Randall. And stolen by Zeller. Fast break now for Charlotte. And stolen by Portis. Payton dishes to Randall. That one goes. Count it.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Graham. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Payton.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Throws it up high. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Graham with the bucket. The Knicks leading by 13. Randall outside. In the corner, Barrett with it. Out to the right wing. Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Washington finds Bridges. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Zeller with it. Picked up by Barrett. Here's Bridges. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Now here's Ellington. Randall outside. Back to Ellington. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the New York Knicks riding a 15. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And New York looking at who they've got. We've got Bobby Portis. Reggie Bullock is out there with Barrett. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Knox in at the small forward. Inside, Batum passes to Biyombo. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Here's Zeller. And finally they hit one.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Pass to Bullock. Here's Barrett. Over Zeller. Offensive rebound. Robinson passes to Portis. And stolen by Biyombo. And now here's Rozier, the fast break chance. Misses from short range. The Knicks leading by 13. And a fast break now for New York. Barrett is running.
R.J. Barrett's instincts make him dangerous in transition. Nicely done.
That's tipped. And now Knox running the floor all by himself. Batum with the steal. And they're moving it up. Biyombo, the pass to Batum. And the Hornets miss again.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
To the inside. Rozier with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. All going up court. And the dunk by Zeller.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Dishes it to Biyombo. Here's Rozier. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Now, here's Bullock. He's guarded closely, and they're running. Here's Graham. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. New York leading by 11. Here's Bullock. And Gibson kicks to Harkless. Here's Knox, defended by Batum. Just 5 on the clock. Bullock passes to Knox, and stolen by Biyombo. Here's Graham, and finished off by Graham.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude, and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play. Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on R.J. Barrett.
You know, and every year, it just seems like Rozier gets better. You see his drive, the hunger, the desire to keep improving.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Hornets. Bridges comes in for Nicholas Batum. And then for New York, Randall's checked in for Kevin Knox. And it's Payton in for Reggie Bull. Back to Harkless. New York moving it around. Randall finds Harkless. Now Gibson. He's covered by Zeller. Gibson passes to Harkless. New York, no good that time either.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Harkless with the steal. And now the Knicks on the break. Payton with the ball. Floats it up for Randall. Hammers the alley-oop through.
This guy is so quick. Julius Randle finishes with a pretty dunk.
Here's Rozier. And he banks in the layup. There's a minute left in the fourth. Randall surveying the D. Over Washington. Randall no good.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip. Boy, they wasted no time getting the ball up the court. Great decision to push it and make the sharp pass to the rim.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Payton dishes to Randall. Pass to Harkless. Tipped away. And stolen by Graham.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
And Gibson sends it back.
Boy, Gibson's so good at timing these rejections. Twice on the pipes from Taj.
They get it back.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
So a close game sees New York take this one. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the end. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. You've got Bismack Biyombo. Miles Bridges is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Graham in at the shooting guard. And for the Wizards, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3. Here's Rozier. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Beal. He can't hit that time. And the Hornets now going the other way. Here's Graham. And he makes good on the layup.
I like to see the ball moving in transition like that. I mean, when teammates out in front, get them to rock.
Wall looking it over. It's Beal on the wing. To the wing on the left. To the paint. 5 to shoot. It's Beal on the wing. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, man, an aggressive player. Brian makes things happen, putting in the second chance points.
To the right side. Washington passes to Biyombo. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Up top, Graham. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Wizards have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Beal drives in. Bryant trying to free himself up.
Gotta respect the speed of Beal. Outstanding when he penetrates inside.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And thinking back, Biyombo selected 7th overall because of the pre-draft measurements and workouts, which were unreal.
He has a 7'6" wingspan. Who has tremendous speed for his size. He also has showed a mature, positive attitude. He can speak 5 languages. Scouts came away impressed with his total package.
Outside, Beal. 3-pointer. Hornets with the rebound. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. That one drops for him. Graham's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
Left side, Bryant. Shoots over Biyombo. It's Beal on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Tips it up. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
A little contact, but Washington stays solid. I mean, he uses some physical play to ensure the bucket.
And Beal kicks to Hachimura. To the middle. The fadeaway. And it's Beal in the corner. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Far from just an outside scorer. Beal also has the skills needed to capitalize close to the basket.
And it's Rozier missing. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for the Wizards. Trailing by 2. Past Wall. 1:16 left to play in the first quarter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wall is creative at finding ways to get to the line. The D has to be more careful when it comes to guarding him.
Some changes for Charlotte. Cody Zeller's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's Batum in for Rozier. Here's Graham. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. Payton, he's checked in for John Wall. Wizards trail by 3. Here's Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Cody Zeller.
How about the explosion toward the basket? Smith using his speed to get the defense to foul him.
Smith hits them both. Hornets have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And then Washington with the dunk.
Serious verticality from Washington. Soars up to the rim and throws it down.
Pass to Mahimi. Good, nice job down low.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
The Hornets have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. There's the pass to Zeller. Batum wide open, he fires. Zeller, great positioning on the putback.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Smith the pass to Brown. Bertans with the ball. Back to Brown. Clock at 6. Bertans in the post. Washington's on him. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now here's Graham. 6 points for him. Outside, Batum. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Hornets ahead, up. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the...
Being yourself, being...
You know, Gray, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
We've got Davis Bertans. Ish Smith is out there with Payton. Then there's Brown, and it's Wagner in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Graham, the pass to Zeller. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 3 assists tonight.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Here's Brown. Hornets with the rebound. Washington passes to Graham, and he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, an efficient shooter. What makes Washington a threat on this end is his fantastic shot selection.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. It's Wagner atop the key. Passes it to Bertans. Payton outside. Let's go. That one misses. And the Hornets now going the other way. Batum attacking Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
This is the kind of teammate Batum is. You like seeing him share it like this.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. It's a 5-point game. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, That's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And another miss by Washington.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And see, well, really, because of that raw athleticism, Rozier was a mid-first round pick back in 2015. And you can see, though, that skill set is evolving.
Well, that's why Charlotte gave him the 3-year, $58 million contract. I mean, the feeling is he's still reaching his full potential. He saw signs of growth last year. And you got to push the ball out of the paint. I mean, he's got the explosiveness to wreak havoc in there.
Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Outside, Wall. Beal taking his time here. Shoots over Batum. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
The kick out to Rozier. Pass to Bridges. Feeds it to Zeller. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, it's fun watching Zeller work on different parts of this game. His pump fake is hard not to bite him.
So both teams making some changes here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. Now Beal. 15 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Well, until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get any smaller.
There's Bacon. Makes it off the glass. Bacon's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hornets.
Well, this is the kind of teammate Zeller is, willing to give it up when he has guys open.
And the first half is now in the books. Hornets.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1 point. And
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing from Cody Zeller.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Charlotte, Bismack Biyombo is out there with P.J. Washington. Then there's Devontae Graham. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. Wizards trail by 11. Here's Beal, and it's blocked.
Oh, great instincts there from Washington, reading the situation and rising up to spike.
Good work there as it goes. Washington's got 10 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with a defensive end.
Here's Bonga, defended by Bridges. Shoots from the line. Hachimura, no good. Charlotte leading by 13. He lobs it up. Washington finds Graham. The kick out to Rozier. Biyombo, the pass to Washington. Back to Biyombo. To the left wing. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, man, I love when Bridges charges inside. Dunks like this proves how dangerous he can be.
Hachimura, the pass to Bonga. Back to Hachimura. Pass to Bonga. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Bryant. And it's Wall in the corner. Biyombo with the block.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Bridges inside the three-point line. Bonga pulls it in.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, Bryant giving his all to keep the play alive, muscling his way to the putback dunk.
Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's Wall. Buries it down low. He's got 9.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Rozier, the pass to Biyombo. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Rozier's got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Down low, and stolen by Biyombo. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And Graham throws it down hard.
Yeah, Rozier has great vision on the floor and sees his teammate in the ideal situation.
It's Bryant, high post. Biyombo on him. Here's Hachimura. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. To the paint. And finish off by Bryant.
Why settle for the layup when you can jam? Bryant rocking the rim with some force there.
Wall against Rozier. They double him with Wall. Ripped away. A floater. Biyombo with the block. Washington finds Graham. And then Washington with the dunk.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
To the inside. 50 seconds left in the third.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And it's Beal in the corner. To the wing right side. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Charlotte also making some changes. Zeller, he's checked in for Washington. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Miles Bridges. And it's Batum in for Terry Rozier.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to get the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Smith, no luck. Batum passes to Bacon. Here's Biyombo. Can't connect. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And it's been their rugged And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Davis Bertans. Troy Brown is out there with Smith. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Mahinmi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Bertans for 3, and stolen by Biyombo. Bacon the pass to Graham. Inside, it's deflected to the middle. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
I don't know how Wagner keeps that on target through the contact. A show of strength and concentration.
Bacon, the pass to Zeller. Kicks it to Graham. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. To Biyombo, goes up on the high post. The offensive rebound.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration at times.
Smith drives in. And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Platoon passes to Graham. And here is Zeller. 6 to shoot. In transition, here come the Wizards. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Smith.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
Biyombo kicks to Zeller. And the pass to Bacon. Graham with the ball. Throws it up high. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Mahinmi finds Bertans. And it's off from three-point range. Hornets leading by 21. Pass to Graham. Down low. Here's Zeller. The shot that time not on target. And it's Washington the other way. Mahinmi's shot is good.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Pass to Graham. To the inside and taken away by Brown. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And it's Wagner missing. The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Now here's Graham. He's defended by Wagner. Shot by Zeller, no good. Wizards trailed by 19.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Charlotte.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Cody Zeller.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
Batum, good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this one.
And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. And Washington going with a whole new group here. Charlotte also making some changes. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Miles Bridges comes in for Dwayne Bacon. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Nicholas Batum. Rozier, the pass to Washington. Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Rozier. Here's Washington. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Rozier. Three-pointer, Graham. Washington with the rebound. Here's Washington now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Looking to get back on track here. And Beal lays it in.
Wow, Bill is so tough to slow down. Even when you body him on the drive, he sticks with the shot.
Graham, the pass to Zeller. Now Bridges. From deep three-point range, misses there. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for